We're going to be visiting Avalon today. That is the biggest of the only two towns on the island.
And you can see Avalon right there.
Good morning, guys, and today we're going to Catalina Island. This is an island that I haven't been at since I was 19 and 20 years old, I believe, so it's been a while, and this was one of my first places that I've gone to when I started coming to the United States, so it's a pretty special moment for me. So today we're coming back after quite a few years, and I'm going to see how the island changed, although I'm also going to a different part of Ireland that I spend most of my time at. And right now I'm at the Catalina Island Express terminal. So we were able to make it to the boat to Avalon. We originally got the tickets to two harbors, but when we got there, they told us you're not going to be able to get to Avalon. That was a lie. You actually are able to get there. So whenever you don't have tickets to Avalon, you just can get tickets to two harbors or the other way around and just step out of the boat wherever you needed to go. You can tell that the boat is pretty packed. There are a lot of people. I don't think there is any social distancing whatsoever. But yeah, I'm glad we made it to the boat, and let's see how Avalon is doing. We're almost there, coming closer to the island. The day is going to be gloomy and not a lot of sun, but I still think it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, I'm getting out of the boat, and we're gonna go on a tour of Avalon today. We're about to meet our guide. It's only a 5-minute walk to where we're supposed to be, and our day will begin. When you step out of the boat, you immediately get a feeling of sort of Caribbean town because of all the boats and the architecture that immediately captures one's eye. Because the city is located in the harbor, kind of like Santa Barbara, you can see most of it from the beach area, and although you are in California, you can tell the difference right away. We're going to be visiting Avalon today. That is the biggest of the only two towns on the island, the other one being two harbors, and it is more like a village. Well, funny thing though is actually that I spent most of my time at two harbors back in 2008. So today I will explore Avalon together with my friends for pretty much the first time. We're gonna board this interesting car, and it's gonna take us on the tour. And later today we're gonna do a bridge tour or a cross island tour that's gonna just take us on a sightseeing tour all around the island. Saw this exotic looking tree, and you guys know me, I decided to give it a try because it looked like it had some delicious fruit on top of it, and here's how it looks. So this is actually called the strawberry tree, and now we're gonna give it a try. I really like it. So the island itself and Avalon in particular were developed into a tourist destination by the chewing gum magnate William Wrigley, and it happened in 1920s. And since 70s, most of the island has been administered by the Catalina Island Conservancy that one of his descendants helped to establish. There's only about 4,000 people living here, 90% of whom live in Avalon. So the story with Wrigley is that he bought out most of the or nearly every shareholder from Catalina Island Company until the island practically belonged to him, until he had controlling interest. So the interesting thing is that during the World War II, the island was closed to tourism, and there was a military training facility. And Philip Wrigley, one of the descendants of William Wrigley, actually deeded the Catalina Island Company to Catalina Island Conservancy that he helped to establish. and it has now 90% of the island. So one peculiar thing about the island is that one of the most famous deaths that happened here was that of Natalie Wood, who was an actress who had both Russian parents and spoke Russian, and she was really prominent in the 60s and had received both Golden Globe and the Oscars multiple times, but she mysteriously drowned off the coast of the island at the age of only 43.
All right, all done with the tour, and now we're gonna go and eat more of those berries from the strawberry tree, and probably gonna get some lunch, and we have another tour coming up.
Как морожка местная?
Прекрасно. С орешками. Красота.
Как кофе-то?
Я непривычно, что меня берут интервью. Кофе хороший. Кофе неплохой. Спасибо.
So this cat lived for 20 years. It died over 30 years ago, and it's still, the statue is still here. I really like the tile that they have all around here on all the different structures. As you can see, this beautiful tile. And I'm tempted to go to the tile store and pick up some tile to decorate my house as well. So we had some coffee, decided to go walk down to the casino. This casino is not an actual gambling casino. It's just for events. It's closed right now because of COVID, but it's still a nice little walk. It's right by the water, and it's still nice building to check out, even just to be outside.
Catalina Island Casino has a ballroom and a movie theater and a history museum, and there is no gambling in it.
And this is how the building looks from the other side. Again, it has the beautiful view of never-ending ocean. And this is a little bit of on the side of Avalon. There is this place with cabanas that our tour guide recommended. We're gonna check it out, but we're not gonna be able to actually enjoy the cabanas today. It's something for the future.
So after looking at the tile all over the streets of Avalon for the whole day, I couldn't resist in buying some for myself, and I'm probably gonna install it in my new house. So I'll show you pictures later.
So we went to one of the top restaurants here, Blue Water, got some drinks, and my mood is about to become a lot much weird. I also went to a tile store and got this little piece right here, and I got some tile for my house. So this house is an actual ship. You can tell kind of by the shape of it. So a boat was just brought here and they built a house out of it. It's one of the oddities of Catalina Island. They have a bird park with no birds, and they have this house, and they also have a casino that allows no gambling. And you can see a little fox right here, and foxes are actually kind of a symbol here on Catalina. So we're gonna go to the marketplace. I was wanting to go to this place for a while now. I remember not checking this out when it was my first time around here, but right now it's a good time to do that.
So inside the marketplace, there's this little courtyard, the art gallery, a bunch of little shops, and the best coffee in town. Definitely check it out. It really looks neat, and I hope to stay in this hotel sometime soon.
So we boarded the Hummer to go and see all around the islands, to do our tour across the island. And the good thing about this tour is that we get to get all the views from up top of the mountains, and we'll see the ocean. And so all the most gorgeous, all the most precious views of the island are going to be on this tour, and I'll take you with me.
Problem with it, and it's a fire break, and I probably be fired going up it, so I'm not going to do that.
So we're at the very top of the mountain here, and you can see Avalon right there. It's kind of a killer view of Avalon, and it's much cooler out here, so I had to get all my clothes on, but it's totally worth it. And yeah, if you ever are in Catalina Island, I do suggest you go on this tour. So you have to go all the way up and yeah, enjoy this view. It's kind of idyllic and unbelievable.
And here are some of the gorgeous views of Avalon. So another cool thing about the island is that there were a lot of movies shot here, a lot of Western movies, because of all the nature and all the views and that you can find here. And so buffaloes that this island is famous for were actually not native to Catalina Island. They were brought here to be featured in the movie, and they ended up just staying. They didn't take them away. And then they brought up some female buffaloes and they started breeding. We also got to witness a Catalina Island Fox. They're famous for knowing how to climb trees just like cats, and they're a symbol of an island. I remember meeting a lot of them when I was here in 2008. And we also end up seeing a live buffalo. Again, no Catalina Island adventure is complete without a buffalo, and we were really lucky to find one here.
So it's 6 o'clock at night, we're done with the tour, and now we're going to have dinner at Buffalo Nico's. So all the way from Buffalo, we're still having dinner at a Buffalo place. But it's supposed to have one of the nicest drinks in town, so we'll go and check that out. So this is the buffalo milk. It's supposed to be the drink of the island. The island is famous for its buffaloes.
And that's the end of tour, you guys. Thank you so much. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.